Hello. Alright everyone, welcome back. It's been a while. Welcome back to another SF Simulations live stream. Well, as you guys saw from the thumbnail, today we are going from Las Vegas in Nevada to Los Angeles and then to San Francisco, which are both in California. So I'm pretty excited for that. So right now we're just in the Las Vegas strip mall area where we're just going to view some of the architecture masterpieces here, like the pyramid over here. And we're just going to move on over here. We got the castle here, the mini New York. And then we got mini Paris over here with the Eiffel Tower. We got the Eiffel Tower over here. And this is a lake, or that pond. Water is supposed to shoot out from here, but I think in the sim it's modeled. Once we direct ourselves over here, you can see all the fancy hotels. And then we have the Space Needle, the Las Vegas Space Needle. Then if we go higher, sorry about the stutters, you can see our Las Vegas airport, and our plane is over there, and we have VATSIM traffic. So welcome aboard this United Airlines real world operations. And yeah, so there's no one in the chat right now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go inside our cockpit, and now we're here in the cockpit of the 737. So we do have a plane over there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna head up here. Let me see if you guys can hear the sound. you guys can. So what we're gonna do, we're in the Zebo 737. We're not in the LevelUP because I accidentally chose this one, and this one had a United Airlines delivery. So I just decided to go with this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn this or flip this switch cover down that turns on the battery automatically. So here we go, we had the battery switch on top, and then we do have ground power available. We're gonna turn on the external, not external, emergency light. I'm just gonna flip this down. There we go. Now that ground power is on, it's gonna take a while for the screens to load up. Okay, they have loaded up. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go a line over there, just for the time being until it is ready for me to put in the initial reference system, or the IRS. So we're gonna turn on the fuel pumps here. We're gonna keep the packs to high over here. Turn on the bleed, keep the isolation valve to auto. Overhead here, so we're gonna turn on the electrical pumps A and B. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go up here. We're gonna do a stall warning test. So Mach 1. Mach 2. Okay, that's on test. Flight recorder we need on. I low key don't know what it's doing. Alright. That looks good. So now we're gonna head over back to our pilot seat, and let me just get this a panel or the command prompt sorted out. Okay, we have LAX center on 126.525. So we're just gonna flip this over on 126.525. So now we are on LAX center. And now we can go into the FMC. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna go position initial. We're gonna type the airport that we're currently at. So Kilo Lima Oscar, correction, Alpha Sierra. Gonna click on the
Los Angeles Center, Southwest 2896 request.
And we are
South 2896, I said again.
Yes sir, any chance you can give us a direct to the city?
And then now we're gonna set this to nav, so we get our IRS
That's 2896, go direct to the city.
position.
Direct to the city, 2896, thanks.
Place that there. Now we have those systems coming to life. So we're just gonna go there. And we're gonna just type the remaining of
That's 2014, descend via rounders to the arrival, runway 26 left transition. Vegas altimeter 2995.
Okay, and now we're gonna do
Descend via the rounders 3, runway 26 left,
that's a bit
2995.
too long for you guys. So now we're gonna type United Uniform Alpha Lima 2282, and we're gonna go activate. Now let's go departures.
There's AT-21 center gun.
We request flight level 360 final.
There's AT-21, climb maintain level 360.
I maintain flight level 360, Volanta 1821.
Departures. We're just gonna get ourselves over here. and go down to KLAS, not X.
3027 Alpha Vegas, cross runway 26 right, taxi to Parker via Bravo.
That sun is right.
Cross 66 right, taxi to Parker via Bravo.
Okay, runway 26 right via the radar 2 and the black transition. 26 right via the radar 2 and black transition. And for our arrival into Los Angeles, we're taking the 24 right, so in and out approach. Via the Angel 4 and what is that? What does that say? Shiner, I think. So 24 right with the Angel 4 and a Shiner transition or Shitner transition. We're gonna click execute on that. We're gonna go back to route. We're gonna go to legs and see how our thing is doing. Only 5 pages, that's fine. Go to the initial rep, route perf init. Now this is where most of this stuff now these are mainly the important stuff we need. So our cruising altitude for today's flight is gonna be 280 with 0 step climbs. So we're just gonna type 280 in the box and put it over here. And our reserves for today, so our flight time is around 47 minutes with a cost index of 11, and we have a reserves of 4.7 or 4.8 if you round it off. 4.8, we have a cost index of 11, and our zero fuel weight will change once we put more fuel in the aircraft. Alright, so speaking of fuel, let's put in our fuel. Alright, you know what? Let me bring out a new Avitab page from here. Let me just slide this over. We'll go home. We will go fuel imbalance payload. Yeah. Okay. So fuel, how much fuel do we need? We need 11.4. So we're gonna keep it on because we go around additional 4,000 pounds.
Center November 12 Alpha request.
12 Alpha Center go.
5.
Yeah, I just realized on my routing, after Pacific and Hubbard, it has me going back to LAX, and I was wondering if I can redirect and eliminate the LAX leg and continue Hubbard, then onward to Gillespie.
Yeah, how about this,
Our payload
how about
is
this
ready.
Hubbard Mission Bay? This is direct. How does that sound?
Now we're gonna
That'll
go
work, thank you.
call the fuel truck.
Roger, 1 Alpha, clear
Now,
the
the
Gillespie
plane's
Airport
gonna start
after Hubbard,
refilling on
direct
its
Mission
own.
Bay, direct.
After Hubbard, direct Mission Bay, then direct 12 Alpha, thank you.
And we're done, correct.
I think the ADC is a bit too loud for you guys, so I'm just gonna reduce that a little bit. If it's too little, you guys can just tell me if there's anyone in the chat for now. Okay, so our fuel is already set. So our zero fuel weight will be around 134.3. So let's see if we can. Okay, it set that automatically. I don't know why our fuel hasn't been loaded. Okay, it's loading now. So we can put 11.4 in the box here for our fuel. Our planned fuel at least. So we're just gonna wait till this goes to 16 or 15 what we initially requested for. So the winds here today are looking like 270 at 72994. Okay. So 270 at 7.
2606 Center, yep.
And then 2994 is our altimeter. Wrong.
So is that for 2896?
Negative, Delta 2606.
We're
Okay,
gonna
thanks.
do something over here. I apologize for the stutters.
Center, Avivia 115.
Avivia 115 again.
Avivia 115, can we climb 350?
Avivia 115, climbing table 350.
350, thanks.
Los Angeles Center, United 849 10 North, eBay level 350.
849 LA Center, descend via Ironman 2 arrival, LA altimeter 3002.
Oh no, I
Descend
can't
via the
talk.
Ironman, United 849.
Okay, is our fuel set?
361 LA Center,
Still
intercontact,
loading.
descend via
So we'll
channel
wait
3
till that
arrival,
fuel's
runway
up.
26 left transition, Vegas altimeter 29905.
Alright guys, we just got
Wait, what's
updated info. 2905.
Negative, that was United 361.
Okay, so you know what, in the meantime, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to route, we're just gonna go through our leg page, so we are ready to go once we call for push. Alright, down to LAX, and then up to San Francisco. Alright, that looks beautiful. So we need our perf to finish before we can proceed with anything
That's
else.
2964, cross cloud and maintain 10,000. Palm Springs altimeter 2987.
2987, cross cloud and maintain 10,000, Southwest 2964.
Los Angeles Center, Delta 2606, flight level 230.
About 2606, LA Center, climbing tempo 380.
3802606.
That was 2014 at Bourbon, cleared ILS Yankee, runway 26 left approach.
At Bourbon, cleared ILS Yankee 26 left, Southwest 2014.
Okay, frames are looking a bit more squeakier now in terms of friendly. Besides the certain like
Delta 901 good afternoon.
looks
Now with you, climbing
looks
flight
good.
level 320, I believe.
Delta 9 Hotel Papa, LA Center, climbing tempo level 220 for traffic.
Climb maintain 220 for traffic, Delta 9 to Papa.
Oh yeah, I needed to pull up the okay, we did get our 8 cars with our PDC, so what we're gonna do, let me grab this pencil so we don't have to keep on going back to the A cars. What? Okay. Okay. Find a pin that I can use. Does this work? Okay. So our PDC today, we are United 2282 on a 737-800. LAX, we the radar 2 shooting. Okay, that's good. 280 on the client. Squawk 4664. 4664. I'm just writing all this down so I don't have to keep on going back to this X pilot. So expect 280 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency on 126.525. So 126.525. 280 5 minutes.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Okay, thank you, and grab Addons and spot number for taxi. Alright, so we will be doing that, thank you. And thank you, fuel guy.
Delta 9 Hotel Papa,
We
climbing
will
tempo
grab
320.
the departure
Climb maintain
to
flight level 320, Delta 9 to
Is that
Papa.
26 left or right? Left, I presume. We are 2707.
Delta 1046, LA Center, good afternoon. We're about 85 miles
Conditions
north
dry.
west of the Tequila waypoint,
Oh
flight level
my.
410.
Okay. 270 at 7.
1046 LA Center, you're still a bit bounced, coming back in like 10, 5 minutes. Declare back to
5. Our takeoff weight, what is our takeoff weight? Let's go back
LA
to
Center
Avitab.
United 728 with you 320.
No, well, let's go back here.
Center radar contact left.
149.3 and CG 25.8. Oh, 27. 149.3, 27.
Air 1 2 Alpha, clear direct hover.
149.2.
Direct hover, 1-2 Alpha.
And this is 27. Okay, looks like we are good over here. And yeah, let us set in our squawk. So we are 4664. 4664. Apologies. Okay, and we're gonna set this to TARA because we are ready to leave. Auto brakes there. 280 on the climb. We will have to grab the ADIS. So just before we call for clearance. Oh, I didn't finish this. My bad. We can go take off. We are not doing a debraided takeoff today. We're doing flaps 5. We're doing CG of 27, so 139, 146. So 146 is our departure speed. Okay, so arm, we're going LNAV, not available right now. Oh, because we're on an interception right now. So once we depart, then LNAV would work, but VNAV is also not going to work for some reason. Those two will work after departure, I'm assuming. If not, we will have to do a step level climb out of here. You can see the Las Vegas Ferris wheel from here. It's kind of a tough view. There we go. Alright. I think we are ready to go. We are runway 26 left, right? So let us check where this is. I think it's one of these runways if I'm not mistaken. There's one right, one left. 26 is here then. I know.
Los Angeles Center,
Alright.
good evening. MS205 Super with you, climbing 10,000 for 17,000.
We have a Airbus Super in the vicinity of this area.
Individual aircraft, Alley Center will be closing here about 5 minutes. Number 205, Alley Center, climbing table 350.
Flight level 350, MS205.
Let's call. And LA Center, this is United 2282 at the ground at Las Vegas spot Delta 52 requesting pushback from gate.
2282, Alley Center, pushback the ramp to pilot's discretion, positive taxi.
Push at discretion, advisory ready to taxi Southwest correction United 2282.
2606 opens offline, radar service terminated for change of routes, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna push now.
Hey Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
Yeah, where do I want this thing? Let's see. So 160 is via that way. We're just gonna have a long push to here.
Air 12 Alpha, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000, Lindbergh altimeter 3004.
Pilot's discretion 16,000, 12 Alpha.
Okay, this is
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Not taxi, pushback. We are in Nevada right now. Pretty decent place.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
That was 2964. Me and SoCal are going to be closing about 2 minutes here, so radar service terminated for exchange of crews, yeah. That was 2964. SoCal is going to be closing in 2 minutes here, radar service terminated for exchange of crews, yeah.
Travis Zane.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass Kansas. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alright, so we are gonna kill the parking brake right now.
That was for Southwest 2964, but yeah, I'm going to be closing up here in about 2 minutes, so for exchange of crew.
No, Roger, yeah, I was just confirming you when this is over to Unicom, because we called you about 10 minutes ago, so. Alright, we're over to Unicom. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Let's see ya.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Control aircraft, Delhi Center is now closed. Radar service terminated for exchange of crews, yeah.
Thanks for the service, see ya.
See you.
Okay, what is my tug doing? What is my tug doing?
Ciao.
Okay, hold up. Just gonna stop it right here. Yes, sir. Join up, Travis. Join up. Alright, something went horribly wrong there. I may have forgotten to take out the ground power. A huge issue. Now we're stuck in the middle of also, what are our lights doing? Anti-collision. What? Okay, please. Okay. Alright, thank you so much. Just gonna disconnect that and disconnect that as well. Disconnect that as well. Now I think we're ready. Altitude is fine. I'm just gonna do an engine start. Alright, yeah, I don't know where the tug is taking me, but thank God there's no other aircraft next to me. From the outside, it sounds... Alright, that ASC is disconnected. Alright, so the procedures to start up the engine in the 737 MAX and NG series is turning off the packs, turning isolation valve to auto APGen. Oh. Whoops. Alright, now we're gonna start according to the 737 AOP. We start up engine number 2 first. So you'll be able to hear those engines pull up. So yeah, frequency is terminated, so we're gonna switch over to our auto throttle things. 146. Alright, that's still not gonna work. So 122.8. Alright, we have N1 rotation, so we're just gonna add fuel to this. What I did forget was the, oh no, anti is on. These should have been closed a while back. With the cockpit door on lock. Let us just turn up the panel a little bit, because I can't see anything from there at least. Now we're going to start up engine number 1. Okay, at least it brought me here to the line. Do not overshoot the line. Shot the line, of course. Oh yeah, this seems pretty dark, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here, we're gonna increase some panel lights, at least up here in the front, because we're doing a right side, left side operation. So we're doing right side takeoff, left side landing. Let us add the fuel over to this engine.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Alright, we're gonna switch over to engine generators, turn off the
And we're
auxiliary
disconnected.
power unit.
Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Now we're gonna watch this gauge as we set flaps 5. So 1, 2, 3 degrees. Now we can hear that flaps come down. Alright, we are set on flaps 5, as you can see there. Still got no LNAV, VNAV. So we're gonna turn on the packs, we're gonna set that to auto, we're gonna turn off the APU bleed, the yaw damper can come on. Looks like we are good up here. Besides turning on the strobes after we are near the runway, we turn on the taxi. Looks like there's traffic approaching to 6 right. There he is. The Max 8. Looks like we have 1 to 2 on both comms. Yeah. Alright. And Vegas traffic, this is United 2280, you're gonna taxi to runway 26 left. Alright, let's do a quick flight control check. So left, right, something is terribly wrong. Alright, so looks like our, our yaw, sorry, our roll is connected to our yaw, so we gotta change that real quick. Hardware, we have to go that on yaw symmetric. Okay, left, right. Alright, that looks good. Now we can go. Alright, there we go. Alright, the brakes are not the strongest on this, so we have to do like manual brakes on this, just so that manual max brakes, so just that we have enough distance to stop it. Yeah, you see what I mean, like you can easily overshoot it if you are at a high speed. Okay, where are we gonna go? Alright, we're gonna take this taxiway and then turn left to head on to the main one. Alright, we're gonna cut this idle. Hopefully my top bar is working on the screen. Alright, yeah, that's working. You know what I did not set? This is very crucial for Boeing planes at least. I did not set the trim, so we are 4 points and 5 on that. Alright, that looks about good enough. It's good enough. We're just gonna set that. So we're gonna capture this main taxiway, turn left here on Bravo. Left on Charlie 2 towards Bravo. Alright, there we go, another Southwest 2014. He was the one who landed. Alright, we're turning left here, Bravo. It's gonna be a nice arrival into LA as we get the in and out. And then San Francisco's the water arrival, or the normal 28 rights arrival. Well, let's set this on the intersecting heading. Let's see what it wants. It wants a heading of 259 degrees. Oh, wrong switch. 259. Alright, I guess that will only work when I go direct to after departure. I think the crew gave the safety brief. Cabin crew, cease for departure. Alright, now we have to turn on the landing lights, strobes can go on. Like what I said, we are doing a right side departure. Alright, we're gonna take the last one here on Bravo. Yeah, just Bravo. And call for takeoff. And Vegas traffic, this is United 2282 departing runway 26 left, Las Vegas. Alright, there's no traffic left or right. We're not gonna go full yet. Alright, let's give the sim a second because the frames looks like it's stuttering. Frames don't look okay. Okay, now they look fine. So we're gonna set the thing to around 50% here on the throttle. Just waiting until both neutralize and then full max throttle. We have forward pressure. We're gonna release that.
V1, rotate.
We rotate. We're gonna gently pull back on that.
Positive rate.
Alright, we do have positive climb, so gear is going up. We are out of Vegas. So there's the Vegas strip mall I was talking about. Right there along that coastline there. Not coastline, what am I saying? Along this road. Alright. So right now we have LNAV and VNAV on. But autopilot not going on here. I'm just gonna hand fly this further. So we are above 3 Ks, so we can go 1 notch of flaps up. There we go, 1 notch up. Just so that we can gain some airspeed, I just pulled up the flap. Because as you know, on a plane, the flaps increase the drag, which reduces the speed, which allows it to land on runways or take off in order to gain lift. Right now we don't need to because our wings are aerodynamically shaped to gain lift after 3,000 feet itself. So without the help of the flaps, it can climb smoothly. So we are going to make our left turn right now while pulling up the yoke ever so lightly. Just so that we can follow this flight direction. Oh, the winds just kicked in. We have 8 knot at 359 degrees. 360 now. Okay. So you see how we have the 2 magenta lines here, one vertical, one horizontal. We need to make sure that this center dot, or the center square, is just exactly in the center. That's how we know we're on the correct lateral and longitudinal direction. Alright, we are at 7K, so we're gonna go up another notch. This is Las Vegas, so this is all desert. Past the airport is all desert. It's all Nevada. It's all the Nevada mountains. Alright, as you see, we are gaining airspeed. I'll just making light adjustments. I'm gonna turn on the autopilot after 10K. And I don't think we have any ATC throughout our route, at least out of Vegas. So we do have a SoCal approach on, and we do have San Francisco tower on. Hopefully they'll stay on after. So we're gonna go up off for the gear, so the power gear doesn't have to strain any battery in the airplane. Alright, we're going flaps full up now. So you're gonna see the plane balloon up a little. Sorry, not balloon. Like it will go down a bit because now the plane has achieved over 10k feet, or almost. I'm just gonna trim this out so that I don't have to put much pressure on the yoke, on the backwards part of the yoke. So we are at 10k. So we're gonna pull up the lights now. Up here. I think that is okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And automatic. Oops. And alright, man, let's go. I think the plane has to be straight in order for the autopilot. Okay, I don't want to command. Okay, there we go. Okay, something is wrong. Just gonna turn on the navigator. Whoa, chill. Okay, I think the plane is a bit too much trimmed out. I'm gonna go here. Alright, that looks like a good trick.
Belt safety recommended use safety belt loosey fasten in case of any unexpected turbulence. We have an excellent team on board today, and we are all happy to offer you any assistance you may require throughout the flight. Our in-flight entertainment has begun.
Alright, so that's about it for right now. I don't know if you got any changes from this. You guys are more than free to join me on my flights or long hauls. I don't know why literally the best in X-Plane at least. I mean, now with the FlightFactor 777 out and possibly an FlightFactor 350 P2 coming out, those are, and people have said that the FlightFactor P2 is the most realistic aircraft right now in the sim. So hopefully I can get that soon and show you guys. I know it's been out for quite a while now. I think a year or almost 2 years. I just haven't had it because they don't have the one that I like in particular. So my favorite plane is the 300ER. the 777. So until FlightFactor V2 has it in V1, I'm probably gonna stick with V1. I modded it so that it looks decent and it operates decently. It's not the best looking plane you'll ever see, but it just operates. It operates decently for how it's supposed to be. Alright, if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe so help grow the channel. You guys can also talk in the chat if you guys are subscribers. If you want to talk in the chat and you're not a subscriber, you have to make sure you're subscribed in order to at least type a message and you'll be almost instantly, and once you subscribe, you're instantly able to type any message you want. Also, I made this 737-800 tutorial, startup tutorial. I sent it to 300 people have watched it. So, if you guys want more tutorials on a specific aircraft, I can make one. Like, post it so you guys can try it. So as you see the top bar, the black line shows our current progress throughout the flight, and the purple line shows the remaining flight time. The one below the flight stats. So right now we have covered around 1/4 of the flight. So we're expected to land around 12:31 KU. So now it's 5:08 PST. So around 5:30, so 5:31 PST we should leave the LAX facility, or if not on the ground at LAX. Yeah, so once we're on the ground at LAX, then we'll be heading over to San Francisco. Alright, Sonny, you can go away, buddy. Looks like you guys can't hear much, so we're just gonna bring that a tad bit lower than normal. I think this should be better. Yeah, no, that's also a bit too loud. Alright, so I think this should be fine now. Yeah, this is way better. You're most welcome, Security. Alright, Sunny, it's gonna be $5 per wing view that you want, so you better slide in the donuts. I don't know, man. You gotta find a way to get $5, bro. Alright, looks like our frames are depleting over on this wing view, so we're gonna switch over to this one. Yeah, I don't know why there's a big patch of snow over here. It's not even close to snow season. Alright, I'm gonna go watch Airbus. Bro. Oh my god. Alright, bro, I explain. You can. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. You're gonna disconnect me from the network now. Alright, great. Thank you. Alright, so the frames did decide to die, so now we're gonna go supersonic speed. Alright. So because the frames did die, I do have to reconnect back on VATSIM, just so that we can get ATC. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay is on my flight, bro. I'll show you where Gordon Ramsay is. I'll show you the seat number. Oh, sorry, he's a privileged passenger, so he's up here. Alright, here's Gordon Ramsay right here. This is Gordon Ramsay. Yes, it is. That's Gordon. That's Gordon Ramsay. No, that's definitely Gordon Ramsay, bro. I don't know what you're saying. Bro, I mean, I have my fan on, bro. I can't do anything. I'm never flying. Okay, bro. Once I land, then you can say whatever you want, bro. So awesome. I am landing. What do you mean? Not on the runway, at least. Nah. This is D1 hating right here. This is D1 hating. Yeah, see, even Gordon Ramsay is saying, "What are you saying, Sauce?" Alright, Sauce, it's gonna be $30 from you for each wing view that you want. So since there are 6 wing views on this, you'll have to spend at least 180 for all 6 views. So you better slide in that $180 right now. We are going to be landing in the next 15 minutes, I think. Let me check. Let us check this. 18 minutes. Alright, good. So Los Angeles South departure and approach is on. So we'll have some ADC. Bro, go to the restroom and then come back, bro. It's gonna be, still have to descend and all that. Or watching the restroom like you usually do, bro. Alright, let's have a quick flyby. Alright, so... Oh, +6. Whoops. Oopsie daisies. We're supposed to be at 280. We're just gonna do a level change climb, I guess. Alright, so let me show you where you can do that. Let me quickly show you. Never mind, I don't think it's up here in the front. Wait, hold up. I don't think there's any lavatories on this flight, bro. You gotta hold it in longer, bro. You gotta hold it in. Never mind. You can take your beautiful dump right here. Ain't no way. Damn, it's armed, bro. I can't open it, bro. I'm sorry, Suaz. It's locked. You might wanna hold it in until Los Angeles, bro. I apologize, Suaz. It's a tough situation. No, you may not. Alright, look, Suaz. We have begun our tower descent, bro. So, just gotta hold it in for another 15 minutes. No, you may not start service, bro. We're about to land. Where did Sunny go, bro? Oh my god, what is FMC saying? I reset MCP altitude. So we need to be at flight level 240. Los Angeles area control. That's basically SoCal. No, that's the wrong frequency, bro. Who you lying, bro? Who you lying to? Wrong frequency, bro. Alright. So we're gonna go down to 190 right now. Please cross check for arrival. No. You can hear those CFM engines pull back a little. So we begin our almost what? 3,000 feet per minute descent. 4,000. Hold up. Wait, this is death zone right here. This can kill you. I don't know why the plane's descending that fast. Oh, we have to meet this altitude restriction. That's why. Okay. I don't think we need drag. I think we're fine on that. We're making the runway, bro. We're making the runway. Don't worry. Alright, wait. Damn, there's traffic over there. Can I even see him? There he is. An Airbus A320 is over there. Let's see. Frontier, alright. I love tap to the other plane. Yeah, I can do that at LAX, bro. Don't worry, I got you. Alright. So we'll be going via the in and out arrival. The restaurant in and out. Alright, we're flying at around 400 knots, which is in miles per hour conversion around 497 miles per hour. Yeah, don't worry, I got you. You'll see it when we land. When we land, not if we land. When we land, bro. We're making it. I got you. Alright, we need to maintain a minimum of 250. No, maximum 250. Never mind. I think we were good on the speed there. Alright, man. The plane is perfectly aligned. 1,000 to go. Alright, apparently he's 1,000 feet below us. Trying to find that little pesky frontier. Yeah, forget him. He's not a valuable asset to this flight. There he is. Alright, we're just gonna set the initial landing ref speed. S3. Alright, man. Nah, you better make that channel, bro. I'm not making that. Alright, we need above 14k. So we need to be at 14k at that point. Alright, another death dive. Alright, engine's pulling back again. Is that an airport? Nah, that's this is a city. Pixelated city. Alright, so Sunny, please like, bro. I need more likes. Alright, LAX altimeter. Let's check what the. Oh damn, there's an Airbus A380 at LAX. That's tough. Did turn off. Okay, 12095. Okay, what's our METAR report? 260126. Fuel at 1022. Estimated 3000. Alright, so we're just gonna set this 3000, and we're gonna set it here on the co-pilot as well. Alright, 22 at 16. No, 26012. Alright, let's go. Taking the 24 right approach. 26012. 0.00. Alright, you can use the restroom as soon as we land in the next 10 minutes. Alright, this is a steep descent. We're going down to 4,000. Just keep this 5,000 due to distance separation. So we'll go 240. Alright, and then we'll bring up the speed brakes. Most welcome to us. Bro, I have to go to the restroom. What a disappointment. What a freaking disappointment. Okay, I think we're in the depth dive now. Are we not in a depth dive yet? Alright, there's our frontier who was chasing our, no, we were chasing his butt, but oh damn, there's a United 777-300. Oh, he vanished. So there's our frontier. Oh, this is a straight LAX approach. Okay. So we gotta get ready for this. We gotta configure the plane. Alright, we need to be at 223 knots. Alright, we are at 10k, so lights can come down. What's the CTAP frequency here? 120.95. I believe this frontier is also on that. Yeah. 120.95. Sounds like this plane is having a stroke, bro. Suas, are you still alive? I know the bathroom incident is having you on your toes. Alright, good job. Okay, we are approaching the LA vicinity. Alright, this is not a good sign so far. Our frames are dipping below 30. can ease off that. Alright, good luck with that, bro. Alright, 10 plus 7, 17 plus 6, okay, around 25. And LA traffic's United 2282 on a 25 mile final runway 24 right, LA. Well, there's our front here. There's LAX. And the in and out is over there. It's okay, Suhas. You can hold it in. Alright. I don't know, Suhas. We may have to go around due to our high approach altitude. Alright, you can go flaps 1 to initiate the faster descent rate. Is that a cat dying? Oh my god. Alright, you're gonna explode all over the cabin? Yeah, we're almost there, so I'll hold it in. You can check the flight bar on top. We're nearly there. Oh yeah, frames are cooked. Alright, we're going 180 on the speed. I got you, so don't worry. Alright, we can go 3 more notches. Alright, and we are going to do a localizer ILS landing. And great, the plane captured it already, so we are good for descending. Alright, we're going to hit that approach mode. Okay, buddy, where are you aligning? And LA traffic, United 2282 on the 10 mile final runway 24, right? Alright. Hold on, we're just gonna let the plane sit here for a bit. Because frames are dying right now and the plane is going off track. Okay, looks like the frames are having a hard time. Just give it a second. Alright, I have no clue what the frames are trying to do over here. Yeah, look how it's like stuttering. Alright, disconnected from the network. Bro, what is going on? I think Suaz might be right over here. We're never landing. Alright, we're just gonna disconnect and try to apply this approach. Oh my god, these frames are killing me. Alright, I think we are good. I'm just gonna reconnect over here. Alright, no worries to us, we're landing. Alright, auto brakes one. One to 4.3. And LA departure southwest, correction, United 2282 on the approach for 24 right. 24 right, clear to land, United 2282. Alright, there is Emirates 316 Super, an A380 from, or going to Dubai. My bad, bruh. Alright, we're just gonna vacate over here. And LA departures, United 2282, vacate on Zulu. Cross 24 left and echo departing United 2282, thanks.
Delta 1041 Heavy, runway 24 left, line of Boeing, traffic departing, or correctional traffic crossing.
Yeah, this is the same cabin going to San Francisco, so gotta clean this up real quick.
No worries, Emirates 316 Super, hold position. Delta 1041, just advise when you're ready.
Where's that Emirates?
Delta 122, thank you. You're gonna be climbing up to 17 and then basically on to Unicom and up to your discretion. I have another guy on the same procedure that I didn't want you to climb, run into each other. Delta 122,
Can we see that A380? There it is. There's the butt of the A380.
Emirates 316 Super, will you be able to get onto runway 24 left at Echo 7 past the 350? Emirates 316 Super, runway 24 left at Echo 7, line of Boeing. Delta 1041, roger that. Flight by wire 3453, SoCal approach years, transmission Hager. Perfect, flight by wire 3453, you are radar contact 10 miles to the northwest of the Los Angeles VOR. Swap your transponder for radar identification to standby. Actually, you have voice say altitude, that would actually work a lot better. Follow 3453, thank you. Descend to maintain 4000, expect vectors for the ILS runway. Which runway would you like?
There's the A380.
Flight by wire 3453,
Sposs, are you still there?
expect vectors for the ILS runway 24 left.
Well, it looks like he didn't align properly.
And Emirates 316 Super, wind 25012, or now right, runway 24 left, touch takeoff. Delta 1041 Heavy, runway 24 left, line up await, caution the wake turbulence for the departing A380 Super.
Let's check his rollout.
Delta 122, if you're still on that frequency, you're climbing out of my airspace. LA Center's offline, ready to service, terminate frequency change, approved, how's it going? Delta 446, you as well, LA Center's offline, ready to service,
There he is, off to Dubai. Oh, that's a tail strike. That's a major tail strike. Alright. We are gonna take this gate over here. Alright, good. Got our plane. No way, he crashed in the ocean? Oh, nah. Nah. Is he still there? No, he disconnected. He crashed in the ocean though. Alright. Alright. The engines are off. Alright. So we are gonna head over to San Francisco now. Alright, so I'll put this on the be right back screen while I load up the flight plan for the second flight. Alright. So yeah, just give me a second. I'll
Flyby 3453, wind 250, 1224 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 24 right, 3443, thank you.
American 252, descend maintain 4000.
Again, descend maintain 4000, American 252.
Qantas 15, welcome. Identity. Qantas 15, radar contact 5 miles north of Los Angeles VOR, maintain 6,000 and fly heading 070. I'll get you sequence in here shortly.
Maintain 6,000, fly heading 070, Qantas 15.
American 252, turn left heading 330. 330, American 252. American 252, descend and maintain 2,000.
It's good, Sam. 3D. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to start the next flight.
Qantas 15, descend and maintain 4,000, expect vectors for the ILS runway 24 right.
Descent at 4,000, expect vectors for the ILS 24 right, Qantas 15.
American 252, you're 9 miles from Kobe, continue your left turn heading 260 until established and maintain 3,000 until established from the localizer, cleared ILS runway 24 right.
Cleared ILS 24 right and heading 270?
Affirmative, but let's make that 25, you're going to overshoot a little bit.
Copy 250.
Alright everyone, welcome back to the second leg of this flight. Can you guys hear me? Okay, that is affirmative. So what's good, Sam 3D? It's been a while. But we are going to start the second leg of our flight now. So if you guys excuse me, I'm going to reduce the music a little, so that I can request the IF clearance. So I can find my notepad anywhere. Okay, we are United 1791 for this flight. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It will help me a lot. Alright, let's head back in here. Let's go menu. FMC, pausing it. You're sitting on the ground at KLAX. And we will go to KSFO. I'm just plugging the route. We are United 1791. Alright, so we're going to go departures, and we're now going to request our IFR clearance to San Francisco. Alright, you know what, first let me get my Avitab up for the new flight. LAX KSFO. I don't think it updated yet. Go charts. We're gonna go all the way up here, up one directory, and then we're gonna go charts, and we would have updated by now. Okay, LAX to KSFO. So we are flight level 360 for today. And Los Angeles South departure. Good afternoon again. This is United 1791. This time flying to San Francisco, requesting Alpha clearance. And United 1791 cleared to San Francisco International via the Summer 2 departure smoke transition 5,000 initial climb 5,032 flight level 320 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency on 124.3 and squawk 2064 United 1791. 24 left for departure 26 correction 1791. Oh, what's wrong with my pen? My pen died midway. If you guys didn't know, that's how an Alpha clearance is conducted here at international airports. 2064 is our squawk, 124.3 is departure, summer 3 5,320 after departure, 10 minutes after. Alright, before anything, let us keep our departure frequency in the box, which it is. And 2064 is our squawk for today. Perfect, that's already done. I'm gonna keep that there. Now we are going summer 24 left. The summer 2. Stoked transition, and our arrival into San Francisco, probably the 28 left, right? 28 right, and never seen that before. Surf 4, 28 right, and surf 4 via surf. Alright, that looks good. So let us go here. 360 I think is cruise level today. Yeah. So 360. Our winds, what are winds looking like? 300-250 at 11. knots with the winds. Reserves are what? 5.6. And our cost index is 7. And fuel, we need 13K. payload, fuel, we need at least 16,000. Too many zeros. Damn, our approach was 1 star. Oops. Landing rate was good. Approach. Yeah, I don't know, the plane just set us off course completely. I don't know why it did that. Alright, what's our performance? Takeoff performance looking like? We are doing a flaps 5 runway 24 left out of here. See if I missed it. Alright. 24 is a, this is 250 at 11 now. Winds have changed a bit ever since we landed. 15 and altimeter is 3, correction, 30 dot zeros. Dot 00. Just gonna keep that in the box. So Suas, are you there? This is our takeoff weight, 149.1. Okay, that's around the same. That looks good. Make 13.3. So we have an altitude constraint at Eddie. .75. Oh my god, look at our trim. Yeah, I don't know why it's all the way up there. Okay, that looks good. So our V2 speed is 148. Alright, we need to maintain 5,000 on the climb. Giving auto brakes to rotate. Okay. So I like how all these are straight in approaches. So there's an air show going on right here in LAX, at least in the simulator. You can hear from the ATC. Alright, looks like that is good. We got a new set of passengers on board. The thing about turnaround flights, you don't have to do much, which is good. So you can just get in the plane, get ready and leave. So hopefully our frames don't die like how it's close to dying now. I think we're ready to go. we're just gonna get the tug ready.
Photo 1, runway 25 left, taxi by Alpha Foxtrot.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Correction, United 292, just going to maintain 5,000, expect vectors for the ILS runway 24 right approach. Okay, down to 5,000, expect vectors for the ILS 24 right approach, United 292.
And LA departure, this is United 1791, ready for pushback.
United 1791, recycle transponder 2060 and push your service at your discretion.
2060 and push at discretion at 1791. Okay, so I already messed up the squawk code.
Push in 3621, hotel approach.
Alright,
Inside the doors and half the doors, we're ready to connect.
we're ready to connect, alright. Alright, so we are approaching our APU limit time already, so we do have to get out of here as quickly as possible. We might get an evening arrival, or at least a sunset arrival into San Francisco.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass fence inserted. Go until the parking brake when you're ready to go.
4038 heavy, hotel approach.
Okay, and we're gonna start pushing.
Ocean
If
3621, radar contact 35 miles south of the Los Angeles VOR. At Tornado, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Here comes the pushback. Line 'em up.
At Tornado, cleared the ILS 25 left approach, Ocean 3621. United 292, turn left heading 350.
Keep going down.
Left heading 360, vectors for the ILS runway 24 right approach. Left heading 360, vectors for the ILS 24 right approach, United 292 heavy. United 292 heavy, descend to maintain 3,000. 3,000, United 292 heavy. Delta 1421, reduce speed to 210 knots or less.
Alright, so we're gonna turn these off and then start correction. Start engine number 2.
Continue descending via the Ghost 2. Ocean 3621, affirmative. Continue your descent via the Ghost 2. You're actually about to leave my airspace again at 5 miles, but it's kind of weird because you enter it and then you come back in a little bit later. So you're actually radar services are ready.
I may have broken the engine.
Only 5 miles from Seal Beach.
Alright, engine started.
Seal Beach, St. Ocean 3621.
I don't know why we're not getting any N1 rotation. Alright, never mind. We are getting.
United 292, turn left heading 330. Sorry, there is a beep. Can you repeat that? No worries, United 292. Can you turn left heading 330? Left 330, United 292 heavy.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting, so
Alright,
just a moment.
let's figure out. Oh, there we go. That's why. I forgot to put it in my breathe.
Photo 1.
Alright, so Singapore Airlines is unable to hear ATC.
14, runway 2 far right left. Flight heading 251, clear for takeoff. 251, 25 left, clear for takeoff for photo 1 flight.
And let's add the beautiful fuel into these CFM engines.
Delta 1421 for traffic, reduce speed to final.
left on Kobe. Alright, so ignited, the engine is ignited. And we're just gonna plug the fuel straight into that fuel line. Where's the Singapore Airlines, bro? He's like, it's messing up the entire ATC. It's not here at the international terminal. Is he in the air? Oh, shit, he is in the air. And LA departure United 1791, ready to taxi to runway 24 left. Taxi to 24 left, yeah, Echo 1791. Alright, I think the trim got messed up. Alright, so that was flaps, set flaps to 5. Alright, and we're gonna get off the APU since we've already reached the time limit for that. And we're gonna go. That's it, Echo. Damn, there's a 747-200. It's rare we find those. And United 1791 holding short on Echo 624 left.
1791, continue holding position, traffic arrived.
Alright. Continue holding position 1791. Oh, yes sir, 747-200. The model matching here shows a 400, but then a 747 in general. There we go. Oh my. Such a beautiful bird. Yeah, that's a beautiful bird. Did 1791 miss a call?
United 1791, runway 24 left, line up away.
There's a line up runway 24 left, 1791. Alright, we are holding, and there's an Airbus A320 from Delta arriving. Oh yeah, and the in and out is over here. So that's the in and out arrival. So we landed on that runway. Oh, we are forgetting some major stuff, chat. Alright, let us put those on, landing. Alright, we are here for a bit until ATC gives us clearance to depart. We have to hold our position. But there's a parking lot in the in and out. So if you're ever at LAX, you can just go to the in and out and you can see a bunch of aircrafts land. Alright, so the ATC did give permission for that Delta plane to cross since I was holding position. And there's that 747. Uh, 1791 clear for takeoff, and I think there's traffic still on the runway. I think there's traffic on the runway 1791. Roger, 1791 departing 24 left. All good, I just wanted to make sure. Alright, 40% on the throttle. Toga. Forward pressure. I'm just going to make small adjustments to rudder, just to make sure we don't go off the center line, because right now we are perfect on that. Yeah, you can see if we made like a bit more than minor adjustments, the plane kind of drifts. You can feel it. If you want to rotate, positive climb gear up, and we can get a tower view of this departure. There's our plane. So off we go, 4,000 feet, and departure 1791, climbing 1,500 for 5,000. Climbing via SID 1791. Alright, so we are almost at 3,000 feet, so we're gonna pull up the first notch of flaps soon. And we are gonna get an evening, if not a sunset arrival into San Francisco. Alright, 3,000 first notch up. So as you can see, the speed restriction bell went, or bar bell went up. So we're still climbing via the SID. Okay, and okay, we're having the same technical issue with our yoke. Okay, there we go. So it has to be in the sweet center spot, otherwise it won't work. Alright, we're gonna stop here and maintain 5,000 until the ATC gives us further instructions to climb. You can now see the outskirts of the Los Angeles area. Hollywood be around this area. The sim is a bit older, so it doesn't have the Hollywood sign. Okay, we're gonna have to do a trip set. Okay, climbing above 5,000. We're gonna climb to 320, 1791. So we're going altitude intervention. Alright, we're going second notch up, just to get out of the barbell speed restriction. There we go. Now we can see the immediate rocket climb up. This is what the 737, 700 and 800 series is known for. They're insane climbing capabilities. See, right now I think we're just based on this view, I think we're climbing at around 3,500 feet per minute. 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet per minute. Close. Okay, we're gonna go full flaps up, which is gonna do right now. There you go. This is SoCal. So do we have any ATC approaching San Francisco? Unfortunately we don't. We're the only departure out of LAX right now. This is a quick flight, 15-minute flight. Was that for 1791? Okay, 1791 off to Unicom 122. Like, thank you. You too. Have a good night. Alright, chat. We are on Unicom. We're out of ATC radar vectors. Now we just gotta climb, make sure. Okay, I did forget. We are above 10k feet, so the lights can come back up. Okay, yeah, everything else seems good. We're just gonna make sure we follow the flight plan, and we are set. We are out of SoCal radars. If you guys go to the VATSIM radar and type up my name or my call sign or my name, you guys can see the flight plan that I'm following. Okay, so there's a Frontier at the international gates in San Francisco right now. Going over Cal Poly San Luis Obispo on the way. Alright, so I'm now going to decrease the sim volume and increase the music, and because we are out of ATC area and there's nothing much to follow, so I'm just going to increase the volume. Alright, so I'm gonna mute myself for a bit until we arrive. gonna initial descent to San Francisco International. And you guys can barely hear me. Hello? Hello? Alright, this is better. Alright, so we have begun our initial descent into San Francisco. And we'll be landing in the next 10 minutes or so. So I've already done the speed altitude intervention. So we'll be descending via the vertical navigation system. So as you see, it's kind of turbulent to San Francisco. Even outside my window is quite windy, so it does correlate. So the altitude there and winds in the altitude are much more violent than on the ground. So because of that, we have an increased amount of turbulence. Okay, so we did miss the altitude threshold, so we may be at 1.5 now. Let's try to see if we can increase this rate of descent. It's working. Alright, let's see if we can make the altitude restriction before our point waves. So we are entering the bay very soon. What do you mean X-Plane is not running in real time? You can't do this to me. Oh yeah, it's gonna disconnect now. Yeah. You know, it just does this for no intentional reason. So I just have to quickly connect myself back to the network. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. But the simulator has some weird requirement, like you need to be above 20 frames in order for it to fly on real time, and also for VATSIM or this ATC to work. Only for this simulator, like no other simulator has to follow these protocols. Yeah, like look again, it's diving below, and I genuinely have no reason, I have no clue. So we are at, okay, we're at 1.9, we made good progress. Are you serious again? Again? What do you want me to do, X-Men? What do you want me to do? I can't do anything. The computer is running fine. Hopefully this holy frames. Just give it a second to reload. These frame rates are atrocious. Hopefully it fixes itself. Yeah. Usually the fix is to go outside, like pan around. Yeah, okay. Looking at it, it's feature study. It only happens on stream. That's why I never, like I stopped streaming. Because I can't really enjoy a flight without the frames just depleting. Alright, we're gonna pause it here just so that I can build all the resources I need. Because that's probably the reason. Oh my god, even for viewing it like this. You know what? Sometimes VATSIM can be the culprit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to disconnect. You see one frame, I'm not going anywhere with that. It won't even switch fuse. Okay. Oh, it's like here. Yeah, I think VATSIM is the culprit. Okay, it looks like it's better. Yeah, I don't know what all that was about. .120.5, let's see that. 120.5. Oh shit, we missed it. The altitude. Maybe at 8,000. 240 knots. Trying to just find the METAR info. 3008.
San Francisco traffic, Air France 82 uniform, 8 mile final ILS, runway 28 left.
Alright, let's see if we can make the altitude constraint. Let's see, this is how it should be, like every normal flight. Like the frames. No way it froze there. Frames are cooked again. Now frozen. Yeah, and disconnect me, please. One frame, holy shit. I don't understand your problem. You won't fix yourself. Oh my. Yeah, my frames are genuinely cooked. That too, these are at the minimum settings. So we're gonna pause it here. Let's try VATSIM again. Just give me a minute. Hopefully the frames become better. It's literally impossible when Okay, low key. I think the music is also affecting its performance. Okay, much better. Holy shit. Okay. So we need to make 8,000, which we are on the approach to do so. We do need to descend even faster though. Otherwise we're not gonna make this altitude. Let's just set 6,000 in the box. A box right here. Alright, I'm gonna do altitude intervention. Alright, so if you guys don't know, for San Francisco, this is the Bay arrival and the airport's right there. You can already see the shape. San Francisco airport has this distinctive airport cross type runway. So the moment you see an airport with this type, you can easily identify it as San Francisco. Because no other airport in the world, or I'm pretty sure, does not have that cross type runway system. Okay, we are below 10k, so we're gonna just pull down all the lights. Wing can come on because it is getting a bit darker. We're still not meeting the 2,000 or 6,000 feet restriction. We might have to do a loop, like a holding pattern here, just to make sure we have enough altitude. Not altitude. We have the correct altitude to land. Alright, Chad, do you want me to do a left side or right side landing? In my opinion, I think the right side is more difficult to land with. Yeah, right side is much harder. Alright, so now we need to be at 3k. Alright, this is where I would have to go level change. And we need to be at 180 here. Okay, so we are gonna go full. Now the plane will decide to go down. It will be a kind of steep descent. It's kind of mandatory though. Okay, yeah, we have to do a holding. There's no way we're making this. Yeah, we're not making this. I'm just gonna redirect ourselves this direction. I don't know why the plane does not want to descend. You can see the sun set, or starting to set. Alright, we're gonna pull out one notch of flaps. And San Francisco traffic, we're gonna do a holding pattern around Charlie Echo Papa India November. We're just gonna turn ourselves around this direction. If we go a bit further right of here, we'll get San Jose. But our primary goal is San Francisco, because we might do a long haul from San Francisco to Singapore or Dubai. You could do either one of those, one of these days. But this is just like a main test stream to see how thing would perform. So at certain airports and aircrafts, the sim lags really bad, so you have to keep an eye out for that. And certain positions.
That's
Okay, so we did get the altitude beep, which means we are approaching our altitude constraint, which is a good sign. So we are gonna turn back. So the scenery is not, I don't have ortho scenery, but if I did, this would be all salt patches, which is how it is in real life. Like a bunch of salt patches around here. Yeah, the plane is going to check the self-alignment stuff. Ain't no way there's two people playing pickleball in front of my house, bro. Bro, what? Oh my god, my god. I think we missed the chat. We missed the... Okay, you have to go on the... Not on that. You have to go on localizer. Okay, the plane has captured the VOR loc. Just a plus. Alright, so the flaps also helps the plane like not balloon up so much. As you saw before, the plane was kind of ascending a little. That's because we were low on speed and we didn't have the proper flaps configuration. Okay, this is San Francisco. We have a pretty long runway, so you can. Okay, I have no clue what the plane is doing. Can't even go on approach mode yet. Okay, no, it got itself back. That was the primary goal of this. Okay, now let us set up the plane for arrival. So we are going flaps 40 at 142 knots. So flaps 40 is all the way down here. So it will go down 40 degrees, which is like all the way down. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Command A. Still on the VOR though. Okay, we still cannot go command. Okay, see, this is what I'm not understanding from this plane. It's going off the runway heading. I'll just take control here. And I'll just manually this thing. We're going on more flaps. One more notch. And then we'll pull gear down. In like, we're also going a bit off.
How's it go?
Yes, thank you, sir. How's it go? So usually once you cross the San Mateo bridge, you usually pull the landing gear down. And I think we are crossing that now. So we'll pull the gears down. So 142 is our landing speed. And San Francisco traffic, United 1791 landing, runway 28 right. Alright, so it is my plane right now. So we are going to be side slipping to the right because the plane did not align us properly. We're going to go continuous mode on the engines. So the scenery is going to like gray out for a moment. That's because of the X-plane scenery. So we are currently in the cloud zone. So its ceiling is around 500 feet. And now I have no visual. There we go. Okay, so I am currently controlling the plane. Plane is giving me throttle, but I'm physically like controlling it. Okay, our approach right now is not the best. We're at 4 whites. It should be 2 whites, 2 reds for a perfect approach. If it's 4 whites, that means we're too high. Okay, I'm gonna take my throttle. You see the plane jerk a bit. I had the control of the plane. 500. Okay, 500 feet. 400. Okay, let us not try to do Asiana. 300. 200. Okay, let's try to keep a constant speed of descent and speed. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Okay, that was a hard landing again. Okay, we are going to go off the auto brakes. Our rudder seems to be trimmed a bit weird. So I'm going to go there and manually trim it myself. Okay, you can take the next exit off. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And San Francisco traffic, United 1791 vacated runway 28 right on Echo. Okay. And because of the event that
San Francisco traffic, United 1862 departing runway 1 left northeast departure San Francisco.
and because of the event that we are a United Airlines aircraft, we're gonna have to be parking on one of the major terminals here. Not the international. I think we're taking the Bravo terminal. It's like the newly constructed one here in San Francisco. If I'm not mistaken. There's a United 320 gonna be departing. I'm not the best at landing these smaller jets. I'm really good at buttering the heavier, bigger jets like the 777 and the A350. I don't know, I can just land those better than these. Okay, that 320 is departing. Here he is, off. Okay, let us focus here on the road. Okay, so the Bravo terminal is here, so that's what we're going to be taking. Oh, I forgot this. Let us bring the flaps up to full. We can go on APU generator. I don't know, I just have a better feeling for the decision height on a bigger airplane. Usually it should be the opposite, but I don't know, for me I can handle the bigger planes. Okay, so we're gonna take one of these gates. Preferably we're gonna take one of the I think we're gonna take this one. This one over here. Okay, Bravo 13 it is. Okay, we're gonna turn off our taxi lights. Okay. We're gonna have to halt here. Bit forward. Okay, a few more meters. Point one and just at a stop. And stop. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Francisco International Airport. We are on the APU generators, so we can shut off the engines. Alright, so wing light can go off, beacon can go off, we're on nav, logo is fine, and we can remove the seatbelt signs. And one thing we couldn't do at LAX because of time was setting the jet bridge. So we're just gonna set this jet bridge. Is it even moving? Yes, it is. So we're gonna go ground services, doors, forward, left. Why is it still locked? we are on the ground, right? Oh, okay. Let's go set chops. No, still not working. Okay, then that is fine. That's the least of my concerns. It's 2:38 Zulu right now. Let's unlock the door and get out. Can you please exit the plane? Oh well, doesn't really matter because we're here at the Bravo terminal at San Francisco International Airport. No, this is supposed to be a Southwest Gateway. It's okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your final destination of San Francisco. I hope you enjoyed today's dual hops to this airport. It was sure fun for me. It was fun. It was both flights were fun, in my opinion. If you guys want more of these type of live stream and content, please make sure to subscribe. And I'll be catching you on the next stream, probably long haul from out of San Francisco. So I hope to see you soon. And I'll be letting you guys see the replay for this flight. Thank you. Oh yeah, before I go, let's check our Volanta stats. So this is like the flight tracker I use to track our flight. They're gonna second right there. Oh, okay. This is a new flight. Your flight to San Francisco. Ooh, that was a bit way too hard for passenger comfort. We made it in time though, but it was straight on the money. I'll take that more than anything else. As you saw, I had to do a decent holding around Fremont itself, the Newark Fremont area, and then I had to do straight in. Here it was aligning for a different runway, as you can see, like probably from the projection path. Could have aligned here, which is in the middle of the, not the middle, it's just the corner side of the bay. So I had to do a bit of side stepping and enter the 28 right approach. I landed a bit firm here and took off the exit Echo across the runway and entered this taxiway into the Bravo terminal. This is a Southwest gate. Let me check actually where the United parks. They park at the one next to it. Okay, that's okay. We're here. We'll be taking a long haul out of San Francisco probably soon. And yeah, I'll let you guys catch the replays. Thank you for joining today's stream, and I'll see you in the next one.